Okay, so I know there's a delay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, but I'm hoping that this is going to work. So I am trying to live stream directly onto YouTube through Zoom. Anyway, technology is crazy, but it looks like it's working. If you want to leave comments in the chat box, that would be great. Even if you want to just know you're here, you can hear, that type of thing. That would be awesome because this is a new experience for me. All right, so in fact, this is so new. I don't even know what I'm practicing today because I've been focused on this whole technology bit. All right, so hopefully this is working. Say hi if you want. Don't say hi if you don't want, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the Mariana Martinez Piano Sonata in A major. I'm doing this for an upcoming performance that's happening a week from this Thursday. Fingers crossed. This recital has been postponed twice now because of coronavirus. So I'm hoping I don't get sick, my husband doesn't get sick, no one gets sick in the interim. All right, with this sonata, it's a sonata that was written in the time of Haydn by a woman. And how do I put this? So when you read the sonata from the score, yay, Louis is here. Hi, Louis. I'm so glad it's working. Thank you for your comment. Anyway, so when you read this sonata from the score, it's lovely, but in this period of time, it was traditional for people to elaborate ornament as they go. Now that's a skill I do not really have, so this is something I've been working on for my own personal development. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on right now. I have gone through and I have added my own ornamentation, my own elaborations. I use the first half is quite straight, but then as I go into the development and the recap, I get fancier. But it's hard to notate it in the score, what I want. I want to make sure I can remember it, even under pressure. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I'm also working on using no pedal because I have a friend that keeps urging me to stop pedaling. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Stop pedaling, at least in this period of music. Okay. I don't know if I can do it. So I'm not even going to bother with the first half right now. I want to really focus on going from ornamentation to ornamentation. So the first one really happens, actually I do one at the end of the exposition. So I'll start there. So already, yeah, it's not quite right. I was not paying attention to the music and my notation, which doesn't help. So let's try that again. And it's a little too fast for my brain to be controlling my actions. Still not slow enough. That was much better. Everything felt good. Now I'm trying to memorize it as well because that proves to myself that I do know what I want. Good. So that's good at a slower tempo. My dog is going nuts. So now I want to try it a little bit faster. Interesting. When I did that, I realized that I'm really tempted to start on the A, which is ridiculous. For those of you who don't know, my dog Churro sings. He loves music. He's not in pain. Churro, can you lay down and show calm? Shh, 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 shh. So people who watch my live streams for practicing this is what you get as part of the package, unfortunately. All right. one's pretty good. But what I like to do is, once I fix a problem, I like to go back and get a running start into it to make sure that the transition works, and then I'm practicing thinking ahead. So. That was great. Churro, that was not great. Shh. All right. Now the next elaboration starts right with the beginning of the development. So instead of I'm gonna do whoops. So I'm just adding these filler notes. I think I'm gonna do the appoggiatura too. And then this was a little bit of a question. I'm doing a appoggiatura, and I hadn't really worked out where I want this turn at the end, but I think I want it right on the second eighth note of that beat. Yeah, so that was pretty good. So let's put that together. I jumped to the next section, sorry. Yeah, what I'm noticing is I'm actually doing more of a trill and a turn at the same time. I don't know if that's legal. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway, as if anyone's gonna stop me, right? Appoggiatura, and then this is all the same, nothing's different until I get to the next page. So I'm gonna do it under tempo. This is one thing I've questioned. So I've written out this long ornament elaboration, but I can't possibly read it that quickly. So I'm going to give myself another cue, which is to arpeggiate first, and then I've got the scale. So now I want to do it a little bit faster. Yay, I love that. Okay. And I like that it's not accented on that first B. I think. I don't want to kick it. Trying it by memory. That was okay. I didn't have my weight distributed quite as well in that. And I need that weight distributed so that the fast notes can be really clear. Let's do it in context. Not so even. arpeggiatura there. Then this one is different, and this one I tend to miss. I think it's okay. I'm not as fond of this one. Thoughts can be painful. I've had this quandary going for a while, and I just had a revelation. So I'm going to pause in my thinking on ornamentation. At the end of the exposition, there's a super long amount of time at this tempo of rest, and it really bugs me. And but I didn't want to come in with the development in the middle of the measure. But you know what? She does it herself at the end of the piece, before the recap. So I'm actually thinking I am going to cut out some beats. No one will know. Okay. Back into ornamentation, and then I'll try that back over there, that transition. Okay. Yep, I am adding that. Okay, see, this is why I'm doing this. It's when you're working on all this extra ornamentation and stuff, you try so many things, it can be really easy to get lost and to forget what you decided to do. So that's what this is really cementing. Do I want to do this? If so, let's make it a sure thing, a more sure thing. The appoggiatura the second time. Okay. And then back up and get into it. I need to read this book by C.P.E. Bach is what I really need to do. Okay, that's all the same. Okay, third page, I have a change, or fourth page. So instead of just that, which we've heard before, I'm going to do and add the scale going down. So see, the transition made me stumble a little bit. that was pretty good. Do I need to back up? I lost track because he was singing. I accented. Great, so then now we're at the recap. So this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the whole piece. It's 4 and 1 and 2 and... But here in the recap, it's 3 and 4 and... So she moves everything by 2 beats. So that's why I'm justifying what I'm about to do in between the exposition and the development. All right. So fill this in again, but this time appoggiatura on the... Is it an appoggiatura when it goes that direction? I don't know. Then none there. This is one that I'm not sure about. Because I have 16ths in this beat, and then I'm dividing it into 3 in this measure, or in this beat. But I think it can work. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think she sets that up to be a pattern. And it's gonna be so fast anyway. So that's another one. Add. So instead of it's this one's a little trickier to make happen. So I have to figure out physically what to do to make that trill between 4 and 3 work a little more cleanly. It's not the best, they're not the best fingers to use for trills. I don't know that I have an alternative. Oh, I do. I can do 3-2. Yeah. Okay. So I did that. Yay. So now back up and get into it. Okay, now there's a whole bunch of stuff coming into this last section because we're at the fireworks at the end. So let me play it the way it's written first to remind myself. So this is all the same, and it's all the same as it was in the beginning, which is why I want to do something different. So I have, that's a little awkward, but worth it. Maybe. just writing extra Q notes in there. Scale versus arpeggio. All right, let's do that a little faster. Good, and I think I'm gonna end simply because you have all these fireworks. Then I think it might be graceful to just kind of bring it back to an end. All right, so now I wanna go back and look at this transition with my hypothesis that don't tell anybody that maybe I can leave out 2 beats. No one will know. Okay, let's see if it'll work. Yeah, let's see. I don't think anyone's gonna know. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and yay! I'm gonna have no guilt. No guilt. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that for now. And next, what am I gonna practice? What needs the most? Okay, I've been really working on Mel Bonis's Près du Ruisseau. And what I've been working on is memorizing and making this more comfortable. It can be a little bit tricky to negotiate because there's lots of hand crossings. But it's an absolutely beautiful piece. The other thing I'm working on is bringing the tempo up a little bit faster. I've been listening to my recordings of it and I feel it feels too safe. So we'll see. I want to review the spots that give me the most trouble memory-wise. And where I can really, like, if I mess up, it's really obvious. Okay, so let me get into it and get myself in the right key. So G sharp minor. So this is the same pattern 3 times, and then it changes inversion. And I tend to play this long note too long because of the page turn, I think. 1, 2, 2. And then I don't know where to go. I usually, oh, but that's silly because it's D sharp. Okay, let me see if that helps. Yeah, that helped. Where I really want to work. I keep changing what I call my narration, which is what guides me. It's thinking more in patterns so that I'm not trying to memorize every note. So these are all arpeggios in the right hand. So it starts A sharp, ends on A sharp, and holds. So I'm going to do that a couple times. That seems very obvious now. Now it's the left hand placement that gets me So I'm going to simplify it first. Third above. No. Okay. Ah, it's just the third below. See, that one's not right. Because instead of doing this, why does she do that? She skips a note in the arpeggio. That one's normal. So far we only have one that's not so predictable. There we go again. Instead of that. Okay, so maybe, oh, yeah. Circle these two. Let's see if that cue helps me. Is that right? Yep. It's A major. Okay, I think I got it. This is really exciting. So this one's different. Okay. Too fast to allow my brain to work. Okay, I think that's the best it's ever been in terms of me not guessing. So that's really great. Okay, let's try that again. Same tempo. Nope. Yay! Okay, a little bit faster, but not much. And in fact, today I probably won't push myself tempo-wise very much because I do not want to lose the confidence I just gained from doing that. Yes, I know what I did. That's different from that. Okay. I think I left one repetition out. One more time. There it was. Okay, that is good. So that's a success. And I'm going to leave that to lay low right now and to let my brain simmer on that. So that's good. Okay. Now, and I'm probably going to do some up-tempo practicing in a minute of large swaths of this, but I'm going to not worry about that passage for right now. if I need to do it up to tempo but let go of some of the right notes, that's fine. Something like that. Okay, now for the awkward spots. There's a couple awkward spots. So sometimes I get these little beefs with a composer, like I don't really like what they chose to do. And in this spot, this is one of those situations because the piece is very much in 2. But then she throws in this upper voice, it divides it into 3. So instead of being 2 beats per measure, it's 3. But it rocks the boat a lot, and to me, shifts the focus away from this wonderful stream of the 2 beats per measure. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't like it. So I'm going to really eliminate, or just make that a very slight comment up there and not part of the melody. So it's instead of 1, 2. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, that felt better. This is the chord that gets me. Okay, try that. Great. Okay, so I can tell that after that earlier passage, my brain is a little bit tired. So, I'm not going to do a lot of analysis here. What do I want to do? It's okay. I think I'm just going to do under tempo review again of these. I think I'm on the right track. In other words. Not bad. I thought my middle voice was a little bit loud in there. Great, okay. Here's the other nasty spot. It's kind of a logistical issue, so let's slow it down. Make sure I know the choreography. I just realized something. Because my right hand has to come up. My left hand is in the way. If my left hand is down, it's going to bump, and that's always disconcerting. So perhaps if I think of my left hand being up towards the fall board, yeah, that gives me space. Yay! Yeah, that was good. And then I got I was having a party in my head. So I think, oh, one more passage at the end when it goes to major. Same thing, I think, yes. So just that simple choreography change totally makes all the difference, which is really exciting. Whoops. Ah, it does change. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now, because this piece just scares me, and I do want to be able to listen back and listen to a recording of it straight through so I can get an idea of flow and tempo, that type of thing, and also some balance issues. So practice performance, meaning I'm going to let go of worrying about all the notes. Obviously, I want to be as accurate as possible. But it's also kind of survival mode, like if I had to perform it right now, which I'm going to, how can I get through it? That's kind of a negative way of saying it. Yeah, anyway, I think you know what I mean. Make sure my pages are good. Okay, so I'm marking with the date a couple problem spots. That one that I drilled earlier actually went pretty well. something happened up here. So, and I'll be able to hear that when I listen back. So that's really good. What time is it? 9:40. Okay, I am now going to work on some, am I? Yes. I think. No, I should not work on new music. I really want to, but I will not because my recital is next week. Okay. I'm going to work on Clara Schumann's Nocturne now. I really haven't been working on this much at all since a while ago when I was secondly supposed to be doing my recital. So let me review. I find Clara Schumann's music beautiful but quite awkward in many ways. So a couple spots. I'm going to start with one of the more awkward ones, but not the most awkward. So the first is getting from here down to there comfortably. Kind of debating about fingering. 4/5 is a little bit awkward, but does get me in better position. But I could do a little hop or finger substitution. I think it comes down to what finger is going to sound best. Definitely more stable. So we'll see. I don't like changing fingerings so late in the game. But if it's a good fingering, what I find is usually I can make this switch pretty quickly. Too much about 4/5 and getting that stretch in there. I don't think it's going to be worth it to keep that fingering. And I have plenty of time. Not happy with how this figuration sounds. It's 8 against 6, and I had it divided very, but I think if I just delay that 8th note in the right hand just a hair, I think I'm gonna like it better. I'll try that again. Better about that. Okay, I'm going to back up to the top of the page. I'm very much piecemealing this and going back and forth. Really making sure that there's enough weight behind each finger. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, okay. I don't like the thickness of these chords. I need to voice differently. Ah, just bring out the soprano of the chord. And it's this transition that gets a little hairy. I think I need to move my right hand sooner. Yeah, so it's there before I roll my left hand chord, because that takes some thought. I questioned what this last chord was. Yeah, that seems a little weird voicing, but... I've really neglected this section, which is why I'm kind of spending a little bit more time. Great. Now, then it comes back to the opening material, but then it gets really fancy. This is so Chopin-esque. Churro, can you be quiet? Let's see, how would I do it ideally if it weren't octaves? Yeah. That's not so bad. It's the first part. I'm so tempted to leave some of the octaves out. I may end up doing that. Because I think it's more important to have the musical integrity and the musical gesture than it is to get all the right notes. I think this part is better now. So my big issue is this transition is a little tricky. There's a lot of retenuto, ritardando, and I end up getting so slow that then when the return comes, it feels so strange. So I'm going to do a tempo check tempo consistency check. Again, I think I'm too slow in general, too cautious. Especially at the end of the phrase. Okay, not bad. So again, I'm doing a lot of practice performing right now because I have this recital coming up. I wouldn't normally recommend quite so much in a practice session, but alas, it's my practice session. Let me think of that tempo again. my takeaway from that is that I really haven't been practicing it enough. And I'm not quite sure what to do about it. It's also just an awkward piece for me. And I'm not sure how much to keep pushing it. I mean, obviously I've let it go for a while, so I've let it ferment, so who knows. Anyway, that is it for today, everyone. Anyone that joined me, thank you. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to do this again sometime soon. All right, now I have to figure out how to turn this all off. I think I've got it. We'll find out. I'm not sure which one to do first.